Hey guys, welcome back to the Cool Classic Kids Show, and today we have to address the elephant in the room coming out of Summer Game Fest, and that is $80 Xbox games, or well, the first one, mind you. And Nintendo got the smoke from me with their $80 bullshit. So now Xbox has to get the smoke from me when it comes to $80 bullshit because I'm not a fangirl. I don't like any of these companies unless they do the right thing, which the majority of them sadly do not. So all of them are going to get the smoke for me, and I'm not going to blindly defend any of these companies like some corporate pay pigs that we know in the community, right? But Xbox has already announced that they will have $80 games going into the holiday season, and the first of which seems to be The Outer Worlds. And we found this out just, during technically the Xbox Summer Game Fest showcase. And in terms of how the game is, admittedly, the game certainly does look more impressive than the original Outer Worlds. But mind you, the original Outer Worlds was a $60 game. Is it $20 more impressive? In my opinion, no. I think that the game looks really good. There's some dope ass mechanics that they've added. They've definitely improved on a lot of things. But there's some things that I certainly noticed that I didn't think were that good in terms of, like, for example, the character models. I think that the character models, their bodies look kind of jank, if I'm completely honest. The guns, a lot of them look rather boring in my opinion. I think that Clock World Revolution had way better looking designs for their guns. And in terms of just generally how they shot, open world RPGs that are, Western open world RPGs, I should say, never really tend to have good gunplay, in my opinion. But the guns in Outer Worlds, leave more to be desired. There is definitely imperfections with the game for sure. And honestly speaking, after releasing the piece of shit that is Avowed, I'm sorry, the game is terrible. I know I have some people that are like, "Well, I enjoyed the game and shout out to you. I'm glad that you managed to enjoy that." But when I'm playing Oblivion and I see a lot of things in the remaster, from the original game too, because I know the difference between the original game and obviously the remaster, but things that are present in the remaster that were also there during the original game, some of that stuff is better than Avowed, a brand new video game that came out in 2025. Yeah, there's a problem here. Like, can we just be honest about it? After a $70 piece of shit Avowed, Obsidian does not deserve the benefit of the doubt here. And to just get into the details, from Insider Gaming, Microsoft has revealed its first $80 game. The Outer Worlds 2 is the first title to join Microsoft's $80 video game lineup. This is, we're in for disgusting times, ladies and gentlemen. It is disgusting out here with the shit that these companies are trying to pull. The Outer Worlds 2 becomes Microsoft's first $80 game. Earlier last month, Microsoft announced that it would increase the price of hardware games this year. From this holiday, first party titles will be priced at $80. Spotted by IGN, The Outer Worlds 2, which will be released on October 29th of 2025, will be the first entry to its $80 games collection. Microsoft shared that these price changes were made with careful consideration given market conditions and the rising cost of development. Cope. Guys, you need to figure out, these companies need to figure out what it takes in order to make good video games and cut all the bullshit out. These production cycles, these development cycles are so bloated. It takes forever to just get simplistic things done. It's worse than ever before. And I get this information from people that have been in the industry for a long time. Uh, Game development cycles are indeed bloated. When we're seeing stuff, let's be real now. The game of the year is a $50 game. All right? As much as you want to pretend otherwise, the game of the year, all right, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, it is a $50 video game. So stop coping, all right? When 33 people can make a video game, right? And it's objectively better than the mass majority of AAA games that exist, and it will likely be better than the Outer Worlds 2. And I'm saying this as a fan of the original Outer Worlds. I have never shit on the Outer Worlds. I enjoyed the game. But I wouldn't have paid 80 for it. I would have left that shit on the cutting room floor. And I will not be paying $80 for the sequel. And guys, considering how Doom the Dark Ages did in its first week of sales, being that over 2 million people played it on Game Pass, and the game didn't even manage to sell a million copies, even though games like Clear Obscura Expedition 33 sold over a million copies in like a day, give or take, right? There's plenty of smaller scale games that have sold exponentially in a day. Mind you, Doom the Dark Ages was a $70 video game, and in its first week only managed to sell what seems to be estimated at 800,000 copies. Um, if people aren't willing to buy Doom the Dark Ages at $70, what makes you think that people are willing to buy the Outer Worlds 2 at $80? Crazy. The mindset that people have for these games is absolutely insane. And honestly, for people like Angry Joe here who says, PSA, do not buy the Outer Worlds 2 for $80. Instead, get it on Game Pass, as it will be on that service at launch. This Xbox $80 price increase feels really bad, especially on games like this. For people who are like this, if you're going to shill for Xbox, at least be hired by them, you fucking sack of shit. This is exactly what Xbox wants. They want the price of video games to be genuinely unrealistic. Make no mistake about it. If you buy $80 games, it's one thing if you just like, fuck it, I don't care, I'm just gonna buy it because at the end of the day, I just want to enjoy the game. I don't have beef with you. But there's some people out here that are trying to defend this $80 price increase because of inflation. Well, I wish that what I'm earning got inflated, right? It doesn't change the reality of the situation that inflation exists, but people's earnings have not increased in any way that justifies the inflation. So therefore, just less people are going to buy these games. And to sit here and justify, like, oh man, inflation, my inflation. Shut the fuck up. Because unfortunately, we do have those types of people, right? And that is a problem. That is the problem I have. If you just want to just buy whatever you want and play whatever you want, I ain't got no beef with you. But if you're gonna sit here and be a fucking corporate defender for these companies, yes, I got a problem with you. Because you're a sucker. If you're gonna sit here and defend the Outer Worlds 2 being an $80 game, you are a fucking sucker. And not for nothing, Angry Joe here is a different type of sucker. Xbox wants you to dive into Game Pass. And I think Game Pass is a great thing for certain people, but it's not a good thing for all people, right? For me, I want Game Pass to exist. I don't want it to be the only realistic option here. Because sooner or later, Game Pass is going to go up in price too. I want the option of being able to buy the game at a reasonable price and for also Xbox Game Pass to stay at a reasonable price. That is the ideal scenario for everyone because you have more than one option in how you want to engage with a video game. To be like, oh, just to tell buyers, people that prefer ownership over their games, to tell those specific people, because that's who you're talking to here. You're talking to specifically people that want to buy and own their games. People like me. Preferably, I like to buy and own the game. I've engaged with Game Pass in the past, but in situations where I'm doing okay, I want to buy the game on Steam. That is what I want. He's telling people deliberately, like me, hey, that thing that you like to do, which is buy and own your games, don't do that. Don't do that. Instead, do what Xbox wants you to do. Do what Xbox wants you to do and subscribe to Game Pass instead because you could still play it day one. You are a sucker, Joe. You are an absolute sucker. I hope that you're at least getting paid from Xbox to be this type of corporate shill. Right? And I have to be absolutely 100%. I don't defend any of these companies. I don't defend the ignorant defense of these companies either. But yeah, guys, I will not be buying the Outer Worlds 2 at launch because I will not pay the $80 price tag for base copies of video games. That is absolutely fucking ridiculous. And I please don't please honestly speaking, um don't gift me the game. Just please don't. Because to have other people, and I don't like to turn down gifts because it is rude in nature. But for someone to pay $80 just for me to have this experience, please don't do it. It's not worth it. I want to speak against the corporate interests and tell them that we will not be accepting this. And given Doom the Dark Ages at 70, didn't even get a million sales in that first week, whereas Clear Expedition 33, a game that's also on Game Pass, managed to hit a million sales in what, a day? Um, yeah, this is unjustifiable. It's untenable, and people should speak up against it. And therefore, I will obviously be speaking up against it. That's what I'm doing here right now. I will not be buying this game day one. I will wait for a deep sale, or at least somewhat of a deep sale. I'm not buying this game for more than $60 because, especially after Avowed, make no mistake about it. Avowed releasing the way that it did, unfortunately, Obsidian does not deserve the benefit of the doubt here. They don't deserve it. You let video games come out that run like that, and you price that at $70. Disgusting, disgraceful. You should be apologizing to your audience for that dog shit. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. If you can like the video, should a video, subscribe to the channel. Consider becoming a channel member. Gets you instant access to the Discord. Get to dope ass emotes for the live streams that happen now, usually Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thursday 8 p.m. EST and usually Tuesday 7 p.m. EST. Yeah, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and with that being said, I'm out. Peace.